Well, there are more inputs for consideration, certainly. So I think, and I think, if we just say if we isolate 2025, there's more inputs for consideration for a CEO than they ever had before. They're dealing with a weird, on one hand, a weird anti-business sentiment that is kind of coming out of the pandemic and still continuing today, where there is literally a statue outside of the stock exchange in Milan, and the statue is just a massive middle finger. It's called love. And people aren't sure whether that is the stock exchange giving the finger to the people of Milan or the people of Milan giving the finger to the stock exchange, to the business establishment. But let's just say that there is an increasingly lack of trust between general society and business. That the interests of business are no longer necessarily aligned with the interests of society. And so that is something that a CEO has to deal with on two fronts. On the outward front, to consumers, to their shareholders, to stakeholders, all those sorts of things. And then inside the organization, of policy around people policy and human capital and benefits and diversity and inclusion and sustainability, all those things that are hopefully driving progress inside an organization and inside society should coexist. So there's that tension. I think that's the thing that a lot of CEOs are grappling with. I think that's a lot, and quite frankly, it's what a lot of leaders are getting wrong, where we're starting to use we're starting to use purpose as PR. And we're trying to just state that we're here to save the planet and we have all these sustainability efforts and we believe in human rights and all those sorts of things. So we're actually prioritizing the important messages too much, to the point that organizations are completely losing their track. That they're losing their track of growth and their focus on growth because they're being distracted by these things as being important issues. Yes, they're important issues, but they're expectations at this point. Like, I hope you believe in saving the planet. This is a no-brainer. These are table stakes now. Let's move on. And so I think what we're going to see in 2025, because of that, is we're going to see the very notion. I think you're going to see a lot of CEOs standing before their people saying, it's time to get back to work. Let's get back to work. Let's focus on growth and all those other things we're going to take care of them. But let's get back to work.